I knew, and yet I indulged myself anyway. I indulged her a fair bit, too. It was passion. It was forbidden. Oh, the things that...
I like the idea of just showing up to the land of madness and just, like,
that made it all
out, like,
delicious.
squirrel, leopard, cheese gratering everybody there until they get really sick of you.
Scandalous. Fatal, perhaps. But passion makes no
You get
accommodation
kicked out.
for self-preservation.
They're all
You get
clearly so
banned.
bored because you just show up to them and you're like, "Hey, what's up? What's the latest gossip? What's
Opposites
the
strangely
tea?"
enough. All
And they're like, "Let me
pleasure
tell you for
came
fucking
locked away
15
now,
minutes."
as if it never happened.
Let me give you the whole
Unfortunately,
download
the
on
chalice is
all of
locked
the
away as well.
geopolitics
I
of
have no
Nut
wish
Bar
to
Land.
retrieve it myself, but fetching it might do you.
Why does
some
Nut
good.
Barland have politics? I don't understand.
My head is positively throbbing now. Can you see it? I need to lie down. Find someone to tell you the rest of the story. Get the chalice.
You know, there's a world where we could have just walked up this guy and he literally could have just said, "Get the chalice," and arguably it would have the same ultimate effect.
Yeah.
Like, that's the way I'd go with, maybe not like the Mania guy, I guess, but just having a quest
Chalice is
giver
one of
in
the
this, like,
Duke's
kind of
prized
goofy
possessions.
comedy
He has been at a
expansion
loss
who's just,
without it.
like, gives you the objective and any
Go.
completely brutally necessary information, but otherwise just refuses to elaborate. Like, why do you give a shit? Why I need it?
Yeah.
I feel like Borderlands did that a little bit. Like Borderlands 2. I feel like there were some quests that were just like, I don't know, just go find it. Whee!
Oh, yeah.
Is that just the consequence of having a design document that to fill with dialogue, and you're just at some point like, fuck this? Or, I don't know.
Or do you think you're being cute?
Not my place to talk about it.
I actually don't remember how good the writing of Borderlands 2 felt.
Take care.
I don't remember either. I feel like it's got potential to be... I don't want to call it a dangerous banger, because I don't believe it was a banger when it came out, but I think it's a dangerous banger in the sense that if someone's to go play it again now, none of the humor would hit. Like, none of it.
Oh, yes.
It's like
I
a
can
gaming
confirm that.
webcomic that you read every issue of back from like 2005 to 2008 when it wrapped up. You're like, I remember having some laughs at that. I have a feeling
Well.
it's not really worth revisiting.
I'm gonna
Take care.
go check a webcomic right now. Thanks for reminding me.
If I could risk a potentially controversial metaphor, I feel the writing in Borderlands games feels a lot like Nickelback, in that it's not particularly good, but it is extremely overhated. Like, people loathe Borderlands writing, and I have never understood the degree to which that game got people's, like, that people revile it so strongly. I think it is not great, and it hasn't aged well, but that whole era hasn't aged well in terms of games writing, especially when it comes to games comedy writing. Like, I can't go back and play Poker Night at the Inventory anymore, and I used to really adore that, too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's brutal, but true.
What brings you to this delightful corner of the House of Dementia? Are you? I'd expected an entrance with a bit more.
This is actually a little sad because I thought of like 2 or 3 different
However,
comics that would fit this
perhaps
description for me.
grow into
And
the
after a quick little burst of Googling,
one can
I can't even find one of them that's still posted anywhere.
Now, we've got much to do.
I mean, I'm reading the main one
He's not
that
a
we all
patient
know.
woman, as I'm sure you've seen.
It's not good.
Control Delete.
Shall we begin?
Nope. The other
No,
one.
the other one, huh? The other one, huh?
The big one.
Isn't it obvious? We
The
need to search
conventional
the
one.
crucible, looking
Indeed,
for these
indeed. It's not good. I would not describe it
Talk
as good.
to whomever might have information.
It wasn't good,
If
like,
they're
15 years ago, though,
to
so...
help, you just say the word and I'll do my best to
Yeah, but God, I can't believe I'm gonna
Persuade
fucking
them.
say that. I read the comic in
We
college,
should
which
be
was
going.
15
Should
years ago,
expect
probably.
results.
Maybe, well, what year, how far away was 2007, 2006? How far away?
15 years ago.
Yeah,
17, I guess.
I read it, and I met one of them, and I got them to sign a book. I fucking like that shit, so I'm not proud of it, but that was the person I was back then.
It's just kind of a lot to unpack about the culture of webcomics and humor just for decades, huh?
Yeah.
There really was something about finding a kind of media that you're used to, like, being kind of either hard to access, or, like, if you can access it, it's going to be, like, aimed at a very wide demographic that is just, like, created with very narrow specificity towards someone with your, your interests.
Yeah. But it also informed the culture. Like, I feel like some of these bigger ones informed how people act and thought it was okay to act in multiplayer games.
Yeah.
Just kind of created that cultural reinforcement loop.
Yes, exactly.
Welcome to the House of Mania.
I'm really looking forward to seeing if any of that happens for, like, the kind of culture of actual plays and stuff that's happening right now. When it comes
With
to
what?
tabletop role-playing game. Actual plays, you know, like Critical Role and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Are those
It's-
good? I've
it's
never
not-
really gotten into them.
It's not a one-to-one thing, so that's the thing. I can't really get into them either. Because, like,
We both love stories. We both love roleplay. What's going on?
but that's kind of the problem, isn't it? Like, there's two kinds of actual play. One is it's like, I don't actually know if he's in any one of them. I would bet like a small amount of money that he is, but it's like the Patton Oswalts of the world that are kind of like, here's this big celebrity performer who is part of this thing that is basically a performance. And it's like, I guess I don't care about that because I just don't really like. To me, like a tabletop role-playing game is like not a novel thing at all. It's something that I do whenever I get the opportunity. So it's like, okay, just watching this kind of like high quality performer do this isn't really like that cool to me. And the other is like, okay, but don't watch those actual plays, watch this other actual play that's like this kind of indie thing. It's all these really cool, awesome people that like are playing the kind of game that you maybe wouldn't like see in the average like game store. Or they're playing something interesting system wise or something interesting lore wise. It's like, okay, great. I don't want to listen to those people. I want to play with those people. And the product that you're offering me is like I'm a cockney orphan pressing my nose against the glass of like a bakery.
Yeah.
So where the hell is this crucible?
Because what if I have ideas of how I want to play the characters?
Right, it's like I want to be there. I want to be in this game.
Yeah, that's what it is for me too, I think.
Blessings, citizen.
I've tried this and I've figured out that like the only actual plays I could kind of like listen to in small doses, because I was like trying experimenting with this a little bit, is like people who
Blessings of the Mad God.
like I find reasonably interesting or funny, but who I would have zero interest in actually playing with.
Smart.
Do you just randomly torture people?
Yes, do it. Torture this person. I want answers, goddammit.
Please, no.
I'm the bad cop.
Where is Haredare? Oh, he's taking his time.
Blessings of the Mad God.
Oh, he seems pretty unfazed.
I don't know anything about a conspiracy. Please, no.
What is this weird pantomime?
What? Oh, okay. I think that we talked to the Mania guy, and it seems to be kind of spreading everywhere, so...
I don't know anything.
Wait, so did he talk to you just then, or did you talk to him?
He talked to me. He's please no more, but he doesn't know anything about a conspiracy.
Okay, what's his? Okay, like let's
Whoa.
try to get a look under the hood
That was
here of this
interesting.
bizarre fucked up mechanic. Like, what's his relationship with us right now?
Save there because the game alt-tabbed for some reason.
Does that mean the footage is going to be gone?
No. Footage is fine, but the game may crash because it usually does while tab. So. Oh yeah, this is a much more walkable city.
Oh my god.
Look at all these fucking quills.
But I guess for coming back to actual plays, kind of what I was getting at is because I don't really watch any of them, and because I tend to play with groups of people who haven't watched them either, or like I introduce people who like maybe haven't seen that many of them, I actually have a pretty distant idea of what effect it's having on, if any, on like role-playing culture. If I had to guess, I'd say it's probably having a broadly positive effect.
All of it.
Because I think like a lot of people don't really have a reference point, a role model, if you will,
I'm stealing, but
beyond just like,
things back.
yeah, no, that deserves that. Beyond just like kind of
Not a conspiracy.
the jokes and like the kind of the sort of like in the heck of the 2000s and stuff in RPG circles. There's lots of memes like you know, when the players start getting lippy, you just fireball them, haha, 20d6 fire damage, yuck yuck. And that's like a relatable joke for anybody who's had kind of a bad DM. But
Just having some
I think that people
problems.
underestimate the extent to which those relatable jokes also like kind of had the gaming webcomic effect of just reinforcing this is the standard of behavior.
Stop.
Oh yeah, I think like I have not joined a D&D or role-playing group before, but I really would love to, and I plan on finding one for myself in Colorado. But I would have been afraid to join one even like 5 years ago because I'd feel like
about a conspiracy.
I mean, I'd just be too dumb, just don't know enough.
Hello.
Just here comes jock nerd, basically.
Please, no more.
But yeah, like that's another reason why I think that actual plays are cool, is they let you sort of see what it looks like to do it.
Yeah.
Hello there.
It's not as insular, probably. It's probably more willing to let people in and actually show them stuff. I just don't really feel like that was a... I knew people who played D&D, and in fact, I played D&D in high school, and I just couldn't fit in.
More.
It just didn't work. My personality just did not work. And I wonder if that could be true still.
Let me know.
Cats.
I mean, I have known
You
no
smell
shortage of
worse
shitty
than
groups
that
over the years.
Bisha. Get away from me.
That's true. I think, like,
I've
also...
nothing to tell the light.
probably just finding one group that didn't work for me and then not trying to pursue to find another group. I think that's regular human error. If you try to do something and the first time it doesn't work out, don't just stop, basically. That's one of my wisdoms for you from Mumbles, very old Mumbles.
People think she
I will say though, I actually did that recently. Like not like recently, like a couple years ago.
Oh yeah?
Sickly bunnies.
Yeah, because like we moved up here
Don't get
to a new
chickens.
area,
You
and
might
for the first
catch
time in a
shot
while,
on
like I'm not just around a shitload of like friends and friends and friends and friends and friends and friends
It seems
that like I are my cronies to play RPGs with.
Yes, these are
And
the
I hit this
ones.
really ugly drought that fortunately I'm like really on the other side of by now. But like I hit this really ugly gap where I just didn't know where to find players. I couldn't find any. I had 3 groups where like I got a bunch of people who seemed interested together, and like I'd invite them over, and then like literally the day of they all cancel.
Oh.
Are you willing?
And I went to a game store to like try to just like join a pickup group because like I like so desperate. And I actually also like got in there and kind of got a feel for it. And I just walked out like, no, this is a bad idea. This is stupid. I'm not doing this anymore.
On your map. There, on the lowest level of the place, is a pool containing the cure.
And ultimately,
But
like
you've
I
been
found a
doing it
difference.
forever. I think the difference, though, Retsguard, is you've been doing it forever, so you can clearly tell when something's not working, you know? But I think if you've never done it before, then just giving up the first time is not always ideal.
Oh, for sure, yeah. But even so, I probably should have, like, tried a few different places. Or, like, checked out a few different crowds.
Psst, over here.
What?
I need to talk to you. It's important.
Is it important?
I have a proposition for you. Best not to talk about it here.
Really want to Fuzro this guy off this fucking
of the Shale
ledge
statue. Come after dark.
I do like the doofy, like, fairy tale, like, knock names these guys have.
Yeah.
Here's Clatundus.
So,
How may I serve?
is the lady I'm looking for already in the palace? Like,
I don't know, but we're coming up on time, so...
yeah. Oh, yeah,
Hi,
she is.
I'm Anya Herrick. I serve Lady Syl, and she allows me to remain protected within the House of Dementia. I'm so grateful to her. Thaden's problem, not mine. What? No, I don't know anything.
If anyone ever asks me anything about any
I'm sorry,
conspiracy for
I
any
can't
reason,
help you.
I'm just going to answer, what? No, I don't know anything. I can't help you.
Please, no!
I do like how we have exactly one way of doing this, and it's just, hey, fucking force lightning the people.
I'm not involved. I didn't do anything. They wanted me to get them close to Syl, but I couldn't abide them. It was Mazada. He said he was working on behalf of someone else. He told me I needed to help him, or there would be repercussions.
The
I
lady
didn't
that
know
this
what-
conspiracy against is right here.
Turning on Syl could cost me my life, but if I don't help, what will Mazada do to me? You must do something.
Don't worry, I won't tell her. I'm sure I don't have to.
I've told you all I know.
Hello, madame.
It was Mazada.
Yeah.
Nothing more, I swear it.
Meow.
We're all kind of
Come
trying
hither.
to focus on the quest levels.
Can you
Find
point the
those
camera
who
down?
I expect results.
God damn it, Josh.
Oh, right, you wanted to look at right here, right?
No. No.
Lower?
No.
Higher?
Get him out of here.
Yes.
100.
Gross.
Get him out of here.
Take care.
Tune in next week with, yeah.
Look.
Look,
The Bobos.
if this week was a slog, we're coming back to this room next week, so you have that to look forward to, guys.